Hello, I'm Sandra Miller, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and I am here today to show you my deep core routine. This is a workout that is suitable for anyone who has low back pain, abdominal or ventral hernias, diastasis recti, pelvic floor dysfunction, or anyone struggling to get a good workout without hurting their backs. All you need for this routine is a slider or a paper plate and a ball. Let's go. Here we're going to start by flattening our backs and sucking in our stomachs. Your hands will go on the insides of your hip bones in order for you to feel your muscles contracting as you pull your foot up towards your body. Here we're trying to accentuate the muscles from the belly button down as they work to bring your leg in and out. Feel free to also engage your pelvic floor throughout the entire session. And the way to do that is by contracting as if you are trying to hold in the stream of urine and gas at the same time. When we switch sides, we're going to do the same thing in and out for 10. Here we have a single-legged bridge. You're going to begin by bringing one leg up toward the ceiling and keeping one leg on the ground. As you draw your hips up toward the ceiling, you want to elevate your pelvic floor up toward your chest. Squeeze the glute of the foot that's on the ground by driving through the heel. You're going to perform 10 repetitions on this side and switch for 10 on the other side. If you find this exercise too difficult or painful, please send me a message for a modification. Here we have a side plank that we will be holding for 45 seconds. You do have the option to modify by bringing your knees down to the floor, keeping the hips up, or you can straighten one leg, or you could just stack your feet and hold the plank position. If you feel discomfort in this high plank position, please feel free to use the modifications. If you're unable to do it for 45 seconds, I would recommend that you begin with 20 to 30 second bouts and increase that time as you get stronger. When we are in a plank position, we want to make sure that we don't have any pain in the back. And when you go to switch sides, you're just going to swoop your legs, switch to the other side of your mat, place your elbow right below your shoulder, and lift those hips up. And in this example, I'm contracting the left oblique or the side of my stomach. My hands are relaxed, my head is relaxed, and I'm trying to keep my chest tall and upright for 45 seconds. Up next, we're going to do a bridge with a medicine ball between the knees. For this video, I chose a ball that is 10 pounds in weight, but you can use a ball that is lighter or heavier or even a weightless ball for this exercise. The biggest thing is drawing the knees together as you bring your hips up and pushing through the heels in order to squeeze the glutes as you raise up your hips. Also, when you raise up the hips, you want to contract that pelvic floor and relax it as you go down. We have 10 repetitions here. And here we're going to perform a brace single knee extension. So we're going to kick one leg out, alternating sides, and again, just trying to minimize the movement that goes on the hip bones. You want to keep your hands on the insides of your hip bones just to monitor that they don't move excessively. When you kick your leg out, you want to draw your toes towards your nose and squeeze your thigh muscles, and that way we get a little bit of leg strengthening as well. Always keeping your back flat against the floor and making sure that you're using the muscles from the belly button down to draw the knee towards your body. Up next, we have the hip flexion isometric. We're pushing our knees toward our hands and our hands toward our knees. Now, the hardest part of this exercise is going to be the transition from one leg to another, trying to minimize the movement that goes on in your core and in your hips. We naturally will allow our hips to rotate when we switch sides, but use your core, sucking in that stomach to try to minimize the amount of movement that happens in the hip region, and really trying to squeeze and draw in the stomach as you press the knee into the hand. And finally, here we have the fallouts. Your hands are going to be on the insides of your hip bones, and you're going to allow your legs to alternately fall side to side. When you are allowing your left knee to go, you're touching the right hip bone to make sure that you stop prior to that hip bone moving under your fingers. And then you're using your abdominal muscles to draw the knee in toward the center. Make sure your back continues to be flat, that you're sucking in your stomach and breathing throughout the exercise.